Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare. Don't you know?
What's up, guys? So I'm actually on lunch break. I started work yesterday, which was July the 5th. I walk around the entire lot, which houses at least this lot, because it's still growing, over 1,000 vehicles or so. And my job is just to scan it. So you know, like your VIN number that's normally like in the front, down at the bottom of your windshield, or in the inside of the driver's door, or like a QR code. Say Carvana is like the Amazon, but like the Amazon of cars selling, I guess. You know, it's literally the same concept. Think of the cars as the packages you scan before you deliver it to the door. You take your zebra, you scan it, it marks the actual position you're in the GPS, and then you move on. I'm also cross-training, which means the other position that I'm learning, when those trucks come in that have like those car transporter things that have few loads come in, or it's probably the driver's actually returning from the morning. But anyway, they'll take those vehicles off, and then they'll put them like in the middle of the lot. Then when I come in, my crew comes in the morning, we then have to stage these vehicles. So some of them are turning around and going right back out, but to a different location, and we're just walking up and down these aisles of cars, you know, yada yada yada. You get the point, you know. Then let's say we're working on one order. Like, think of this, like compared to Amazon. You have a house, and let's say this house has 6 packages. Well, think of this transporter is transporting 6 cars. So we have to go around, just like you would go in your totes or your overflow, and then you will find each one. So we will find each vehicle, and then we'll take them, and we'll park them or stage them behind the truck that it's being loaded on, depending on what time that load is scheduled to depart. So if it's saying 6:30, we need to get all those cars done and parked, ready for the drivers to start loading them up. I mean, they should be done loading by the time 6:30 hit, and whipping a truck outside, yada yada. You get the point, you know. Morning, by the time the sun has come up, and maybe an hour after that, then I go and start doing my scanning. And you're supposed to do that a few times throughout the day to constantly update people on other teams and drivers going to the lot, grabbing cars and going. Real, the position is 100% like easy as I don't know. I am scanning some GMC trucks that just came in. I don't know if they are going to auction, because what I've learned, some vehicles they can't quite sell, because they're not up to a certain standard that, you know, Carvana would like to have as far as reselling. Burping, sorry, because I had Sprite, and you know how sodas do. This location is just started. It's only been here since December 2021. Everybody here is really new. 001742125. I'll bring them up right now. I didn't feel like squeezing through there just to but I just wanted to come in and at least say that much. Like I said, I told you guys that I would kind of keep you in the loop about how, you know, everything's going. And just so you guys know, all those cars go all the way back. I scanned all of them, every last single one of them. Testing 1, 2, and the 3. So technically we're not at like the Carvana you see on the commercial, that's like the vending machine Carvana. We're pretty much the inventory control portion, like the logistics side. I like to consider it like the overflow or something another. Mercedes and BMW bunch here. Did that scan? And I've been walking around like marking, like taking pictures of the cars that I actually like. Like, look at this. This is a Mercedes. sexy, right? I really like working here, and I'm so happy. It's crazy how, you know, things happen that line you up, you know, to other things or prepare you for things. Like I feel like when I was driving school van, that prepared me to work for Amazon, or hell, way back when I used to work for U-Haul. Everything prepares you. I mean, although granted, you probably kind of apply to positions that, you know, kind of piggyback similar job details and stuff. You're on your feet. It's not like you're working at a grocery store and you're just standing in one spot on the register. So when I go home, my feet, at least as of right now, hasn't, you know, been hurting versus if I was just standing on a hard concrete floor. I'm just constantly walking, which too keeps me in shape, because that's something that I want. The first maybe 3 hours or so, 3 or 4 hours, I help load the car, and I haven't recorded that because we kind of like what you call carpool. So we have like these trucks, Jeep Wranglers and whatever type truck, so it's like 4 of us in there, and we're just kind of like on go. We go find the cars, and then one person hops out, you know, it's like a drop off, hop out, grab that car, take it back to the staging area, and so on and so forth until we have all the cars. And then we have to like kind of walk around this lot, kind of like find a needle in the haystack to find, you know, other vehicles that may have been brought in like late that night. I think I mentioned this earlier. A lot of moving and, you know, kind of thing going on, and not enough time for me to really record. And you know, one good and tootin' thing, I definitely just did the wrong side. I've already did this row, and I was over here redoing it because I'm not paying attention. So I just double scanned some cars for no freaking reason. No biggie. Like, my days are pretty sweet. And then like when it gets closer to the end of my shift, which I get off at 1:30 in the afternoon, but you know, I have the benefit of staying until 2:30, you know, just helping or whatever, or hell, helping myself get some extra coins, you know what I mean? Like, now, I don't know if you guys know, but some sports cars, depending on, I mean, from what I can see, Mustangs, this is like a BMW, a few other ones, when you open the door, the window kind of cracks, and then when you close it, and I think that is the freaking coolest thing, but I guess it keeps the window from shattering. Ooh, this one smells like definitely cigarettes. Somebody was smoking heavy, like a heavy smoker in this BMW. Carvana, or at least where I'm at in the position that I have, or everything that's done around here, is literally so simple that it's not so much to really report on or say. I mean, you're not dealing with the public. You're just dealing with the people that you work with, which is cool. Everybody is chill around here. And speaking of the people that I work with, it was so funny because like my first day, I want to say, first day or second day of working here,
Tucker, just bring that to the top.
Some of the girls, like, I've talked here in the last, I mean, for the hours that I've been here, more than I did in the 6 months that I was working for Amazon. Now, granted, Amazon, you know, you kind of, once you leave the, you know, the lot, you're on your own. But there were people there that had like a whole little, you know, like their little groups and cliques and stuff like that. But the people here, we just kind of like really connected. And, you know, it's chill, like, you know, had conversations with them and stuff like that. And I really like that because, as you guys know, I consider myself a lone wolf. So for me to be able to engage in conversations with people, especially at work, You know, anything can happen. That could be like the start of new friendships, hangouts, or something like that. Now, I'm typically not buddy kind of person with people at work, because people at work can seem or can be really fake. You think you're all on the same page, and then, you know, it be some hating going on, some talking, telling your business behind your back, some, you know, real sneak type fraud stuff. And that's not really my cup of tea, so I always avoid it. But I really feel some like down the earth energy from these. What is this ugly thing? Nissan. But alright guys, how
do I put the e-brake off?
But yeah, so I'm sorry if you know, like I've been up and down and out of the camera, not kind of centered, because I'm just kind of, you know, talking like as if you guys were here. You're just walking with me kind of deal. That's how I kind of like my videos to be, so it feels a little bit more personal, I guess, in a sense, like I'm actually talking to you guys. You guys have any questions or ideas, suggestions, or you work for Carvana or Amazon, you know, I would love to hear about it down in the comments. For the most part, I engage with everybody who leaves a comment. I mean, I haven't had any negative comments, but those people will be dealt with accordingly. You know, sometimes I got time for you, sometimes I don't. It just depends on the day. Or, you know, I consider your perspective on something, you know. But, you know, positive energies only. I'm going to continue scanning these cars and listening to my tunes so I can get the peps going. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye. Oh, this side.
Change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart.